Graphing exponential functions. You will see this note to myself, change it all to one question each next year. I attempted to do that just now, but it turns out I cannot do this until the end of the school year when all the data has been reset because I can't figure out where these two attempts come from. So it's going to be annoying, but we'll get through it, and maybe when you do this later on, it'll be better. If not, we'll just have 2 assignments per page because that's the way it was created before. And here you go. This is the same type of thing that we did last time. So we have our BMX Daniel-Hoffman function, where our beginning value, the one across from 0, is our start value. Our multiplier is going to be 6 times what's 18, where we do bottom divided by top. So that's 3. So you could use any number divided by the number right above it. I could have done 54 divided by 18 or 162 divided by 54. It'll give you the same number each time. And then we have to figure out what our graph looks like. First of all, our numbers start small at 6 and get larger to 486. That means from left to right, it's going to start down and go up. So I want to look for one like this on figure 2 that starts low and gets high. But 4 is supposed to be by 486. So 4 needs to be by 486. This one only goes up to 140. We need 486. These are the wrong direction. There's one that's a little less than 500. 3 is supposed to be by 162. Yes, it's figure 5. So then I go up here and I type figure 5. And I apologize again because number 2 is on the same page, and sometimes when you scroll all the way to the bottom, you end up going to a separate problem. And I get that that's annoying, but it's where we're at right now. Okay, bottom divided by top. So I'm going to do 6.3 divided by 3. I get that my multiplier is 2.1. My start value is 3, and I have an x. Now I'm looking for 4 that's next to 58, and they're still going up, so my graph's still going to be going up, but I need one that's by 58. That's by 15. Figure 2 is going down, figure 3 is going down, figure 4 is up by 35, but that's not 58. Figure 5 is going down, it must be figure 6. 58 is, yep, right below 60. 3 matches 27, it's figure 6 for sure. So I type a 6. Graphing exponential functions. We do have a graphing calculator over here as well, but I want to wait until we get to a later problem and actually really have to use that to use it. But it's up to you whether you want to or not. Earlier. All right, we now have the first example of a problem that starts at a certain number and then gets smaller. So this one starts at 300. Now a lot of people think this has a negative multiplier because it gets smaller. You'll find out that's not true. In fact, we still go bottom divided by top, so I'm doing 150 divided by 300. It's a decimal, or a multiplier less than 1. We had that example of the car that lost its value every single year, and its multiplier was like 0.91. That was our first example into a problem like this. So now we want a graph that's going the opposite. We want it to start at 300 and then go down. So wrong direction on 1, wrong direction on 2. Number 3 is the right direction, but you'll see it starts at 500. Don't want that. Figure 4, wrong direction. Figure 5 starts at 300. This could be it. 1 is at 150. Yep. 2 is at 75. It's figure 5. All right. Same thing for number 4. We're starting now at 400. And I could do 100 divided by 400. I'm going to get another decimal because the numbers are getting smaller. 0.25. Don't need the 0 in front. X up top as always. And then let's see. Ooh, this one starts at 400. And then it goes to 100. Oh my gosh, it's figure 1. And when I know it's figure 1, I'm not going to waste time going to all the other ones. I'm confident that I'm right. I've checked my points. I'm going to move on with my life. Also, I don't know if you know this, but a situation like this where we've got so many problems, you could also always click on the number up here, like this is number 5. If I click on this 5, it just takes me to number 5. I don't have to click next always if it's more convenient to do that. We're starting at 1,000. This is going to be another decimal because the numbers are getting smaller. 0.5. And an x starting at 1,000, then we go down to 500, then 250, it's figure 2. Notice they took away our convenient side tables for this one, so you might have to scroll up a couple times to remember what we're trying to get to. That's just fine. All right, number 6, starting at 9. We have a positive number for our multiplier for the first time in a while. Bottom divided by top. 4. And I want to have 4. So check it out. Anytime I have a graph, I'm going to look for my largest number. My largest number here is 2304 next to 4. So 2304, it could be this because it's above 2000. 3 is supposed to be by 576. That's also close to 500. So figure 2 for me looks spot on. Got it. All right. Number 7 is the last one where I think they give you the table. After that, we'll have to create our own table. We've got 10. I'm going to do 17 divided by 10, which should be 1.7. Yep, remember dividing by 10 is you just move the decimal over one spot. X. And then my largest number here, 4, is next to 83. So figure 1, 483. Awesome. 3 is supposed to be by 49. Oh my gosh, figure 1. I love it when it's figure 1. I don't have to even worry about the rest of them. If you don't already have your Desmos calculator out, you will need it for number 8. Because for the first time, as I previewed before, we have no table. So we're going to need to type in our graph here. Y equals 6 times 5 to the x. Reminder where that button is. It's right here. To the x. There's our graph. It's going up. We know that's true because it has a multiplier that's greater than 1. But we also have to figure out our table. So everybody look up here. Pay close attention. There's this gear button here. Press it. When you do, you see some more options. Press the one that's a table. All right. I like having from -3 to 3, but especially if it's going up, make sure you have +3 covered. And all you have to do is type a 3 there, and it'll spit out automatically what matches 3. So 3 is by 750. You'll notice 3 is the highest point on this problem, not 4. So we want to find one going in this direction that 3 touches 750. Not the first one, second one's going down, third one's going down, fourth one's going down. This is going the right direction. That looks like 750. And then 2 is supposed to be by 150. Yeah, it's this one. The advantage of these kind of problems is now I can just click on it. I don't have to scroll back up and type in a figure number. I could simply just click on my graph and get it right. And I'm going to do the same exact thing for 9 and 10. To get back to our equation, we hit the X button and then start over and just type in our new one. Y equals 4 times 3.5 to the X power. There's my graph. It's going up again because my multiplier greater than 1. And then I can hit my gear and my table button. I want to see what it is at 3. It's at 171.5. My graph on the left is going down, 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 up, but not 171. This one's way up around 650. That's at 300. It must be my last one. It's the only one that's even close. And I can check my other point. 2 is 49. That's so close to 50. It's definitely that one. And finally, we've had 2 graphs that go up. It's only fitting that we end with one that goes down. So I'm going to exit out of this graph. I'm going to type in y equals 100 times 0.1 to the x. How did I know it's going down? Because that multiplier now is less than 1 at 0.1. So you can see my purple graphs going down. Purple's my favorite color. Love seeing that. Hit the gear button, then the table. Now I want to see -3 in the same way I wanted to see +3 when it was going up. So I'm going to press this -2 and just type -3. I could even type -2 down here. Ooh, -2. I love that it auto updates. Because I want to find one that starts way up at 100,000, then goes to 10,000, then goes to 1,000. And my first one, wow, that's 100,000. Way down here, is that 10,000? 40, 30, 20, 10. Yeah, it's my first one. And none of the other ones. Let's see. This is going up. This is going up. This is going down. But at 400, not even close to 100,000. Not even close to 100,000. Going up, I'm definitely correct with the one I chose. Kind of a game. A matching picture game. Okay. Submit all and finish. We made fantastic time on this video. A little over 10 minutes. I guess 10 and a half right now. I hope you're doing great. Hope you are finding these videos helpful. If not, maybe I'm in a scenario where I can help you in person. We will see, but for now, glad that you followed this along. If you have 100%, high five yourself. Good job, you. Proud of you. You got a lot to be proud of. Until next time, this has been Class Away from Class. Have a wonderful day.